next speaker is a Code for America fellow from Indianapolis, and she's going to be talking about how community-generated data can help complement a city's official data. So please welcome to the stage Tiffany Andrews.
So I'm a Code for America fellow with the City of Indianapolis. We're working on liberating their police interaction data. So that's officer-involved shootings, use of force, and complaints. We really had a hard time and challenges with working with Indianapolis due to their concerns with how, I'll step back, how they were looking at their data that never been released or analyzed out in the open, how it would combat other types of crowdsourced data sets and the repercussions from the media. So we really set out on kind of like a path and a journey to educate them on what unofficial data is and how can it work with them if done correctly. So within that, we kind of looked at all the new ways in which unofficial data is happening. It's not just the media, it's not just foundations, nonprofits, but it's also crowdsourced. So as the county which pulls data from all over the US to render it in a way in which individuals can really understand the information that it provides. But also what we tend to hear from them is that they kind of saw it as like this wild, wild west and who's gonna be the first one at the duel to shoot. And what we really wanted them to focus on is that even though the environment might be still new and we're working on new ways in which kind of how to release it, unofficial data isn't your enemy. It actually can be your partner. You just need to understand what its benefits are. So knowing that there are data gaps in which unofficial data kind of fills. Also that it provides a great user experience for individuals, whether it's via API or data visualizations in which people can really search for the information very easily. In addition, it allows you to be more accountable to what is in your data set and what isn't. So we wanted to play with what types of roles in which unofficial data can really play in a platform where we're always talking about open data and we're highly focused on kind of the official data set. And we really wanted Indianapolis to see that unofficial data plays the role of a partner. If you go to them first and early on in the process while you're looking to open up data sets, what you'll find is that they already have somewhat created a roadmap in which you can follow. As we can see here, when you have the BP's kind of annual energy report kind of helps EPA guide theirs, and then we still see that the UN data portal isn't as open and friendly, but we'll see that kind of change over the years. So a couple of things that we learned. One, include the owner of the unofficial data set at the beginning of the process when you're looking to open up the portal. They'll have information on who their users are, what people have already done with the data, what are common trends that they see, how have they released it, what has already been successful and what hasn't. Knowing that most cities are not going to take out the time to do that, you can easily bring them into the conversation. In addition, you can ask them, what type of questions do you want to ask of the data that we do have? Secondly, ask questions, not of the official data, but of your own data. Have you even took a look at it? How is it categorized? Does it even answer the questions that people are looking for it to solve or not? And then be open about that. So really take out time to really dig into your own data first. As some people say, eat your own dog food before you serve it to others. 3, user experience. We are government, and within that, our customer is always the resident, but we never go out to them first and ask them what are they looking for. So this is your perfect opportunity to really identify who the user of this data set is, not just the public as a general sense, but who in the public would really be interested in this type of data set and how do they want to consume it. If it's a community member that doesn't have a background in statistics or data science, or is a data scientist, then it's important for you to provide context and data visualizations so that you both can be coming to the table while talking about, so you both can come to the table with the same pieces of data and information to move the platform forward. 3, don't just open the data, which we've heard numerous times, but be open with it. Talk about the inefficiencies that you have when it's on the website, not just tons of disclaimers on how you'll not update it, and if you do, you'll take it down. People know that this is your data set and that you have the power as the government. However, but it's important to be open with changes in policy. When was the data set started to be used? What types of fields are in there? When did you change the fields that were in there? People need to know that type of time, so as they're looking at it and analyzing it, they're able to really understand what's in there and why are there some inefficiencies. And it's not just, gotcha government, I found out where you were trying to hide something. It's not about that. And 5, use the opportunity to run metadata as a way for you to start to shift on proper ways in terms of collecting the data. One thing that we saw with kind of unofficial data sets is that they've already outlined what the purpose of collecting the data set that they're looking for is. While government a lot of times has collected numerous data points for various reasons, it has never really been truly clear at the point of collection what the true purpose is. So utilize that opportunity to really be clear when you're looking at your metadata. 6, and the final one, is position yourself as the foundation. When we're talking about crowdsourced, it's not just pulling everything that's on the internet, but it's also looking at your data as the foundation of it. So why not have it be clean and anonymized and easy for people to understand? Because if we're building not on a strong foundation, we're only gonna kind of teeter as we move forward. Thank you.